And you know what's crazy? I used to be married to the Tinder swindler. Well, okay, the Dominican version. And they call that a Sankey Panky or a Chappy Lord. I can seriously relate to those women, and I used to be so ashamed about it and not be able to talk about it. But I don't care now. I'm really open about it. But I was literally dishing out hundreds, if not thousands of dollars to my partner every single month because of some crazy lie or story that he's told me. And it sucks because there are people who are going through the same thing, if not worse than what I experienced. They're going into debt. They're losing all their money, getting credit cards. They're losing their homes just to provide for the partner that they love so much, when in turn that partner is only scamming them and using them for money and a green card. And what scares me is that these scammers, these Sankey Pankies, will literally do anything to get what they want from you. They'll even go as far as to having a whole ass child with you. They don't even care about you or the kid. They just want their money. Ooh, y'all gotta be careful. Y'all gotta be careful out there. Don't be having no kids with them. Ooh, please don't. Please don't.
What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Rome, back with another video. If you're new to the platform, welcome to the tribe. By the end of this video, I hope you subscribe. And the passport sisters are continuously taking L's. Oh man, sweet Jesus, man. I tell you, bro, it's like the gift that keeps on giving, man. I don't know what's going on. See, and this just goes to show you, when we say Western women are too busy trying to be like men and competing like men, this is exactly what we're talking about. Wasn't it just a little over a year ago when passport bros really started trending and taking off, and now a year later, now all of a sudden we got all of these women that are traveling and trying to quote unquote do the same thing?
You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up.
And all you're seeing is either women getting their back blown out in Africa or Jamaica, any of these Caribbean islands, or they're going to these other countries where men typically go and have success and they're failing. And it's typically because of situations like this where, like I've said many times before, you're an American woman, therefore you're going to be making more money than most of the men that you see when you go to these other countries.
You stupid.
And you're really not in a position to compete for the top men in these other countries, because those men are going to look for feminine, traditional minded women, which you are not, because you've been indoctrinated to be modern and look at traditional women as slaves basically, in a nutshell. So it's not a match. That's why passport bros is always going to have one up on y'all. Y'all really need to stop trying to mimic what we do. Y'all can't do what we do. Y'all don't even want to go 50-50 with American men. So what the fuck y'all look like going to literally providing for another man?
Wait a minute, what the hell?
What is that?
You stupid.
Like, damn, it goes back to the Pookie videos. It just blows my mind how a woman won't go 50-50 with a man, but she would rather either spend 100 on her own or 100 on her own and taking care of another dude. Why? Simply because she just wants to be the man. She wants to be the man in a relationship. Like Kevin Samuels used to always tell women, put your dick up. Put it up. Like, quit. I'm like, I don't understand. I'm like, and y'all over here, why men ain't men anymore? Quit trying to be like us. Cause when y'all try to be like us and we check that shit, the first thing y'all want to do, oh, you got toxic masculinity.
Bruh.
Like, come on, bruh. It gets worse, man. It gets worse. Well, let's on to the next clip.
Look, girl, I cannot tell you how to live your life, but one thing I will say is please be careful speaking from experience, because I was in DR, I met a local, I fell in love, like the whole, fantasy, just I'm head over heels for this guy. But to be honest, this was my expectation of everything versus my reality, more so down to the ground. Like, everything after that was terrible. So please do not ignore any red flags. As a matter of fact, let me just go ahead and give you some examples. If he already tells you that he loves you only after like 2 days of knowing you, big red flag. And if you guys are officially a couple only after a few days of knowing each other, Also a big red flag. And if he's already talking about marriage, gotta go. If you find that you are paying for everything in every outing and restaurant, wherever you guys decide to go to, yeah, he's using you. And if his family is already calling you cuñada, then they in on it too. Also be careful because they could be really charming and tell you everything that you want to hear. And don't get me wrong, I am not referring to all Dominicans. However, keep your head on a swivel because the guy that you're feeling, he could be a chapulor, or a stinky pinky, somebody who's using an American for money and a green card. And I even know a few people personally who were dating out of the DR, and they were just being used and manipulated the whole time. Like, the relationship was just completely toxic. So I know you're probably out there having the time of your life, but regardless, do not ignore these red flags. Trust your gut, trust your intuition, and please take this video as a sign, okay? That's all I want. Just be careful. Like I said, I'm not judging you. I'm not trying to tell you what to do. Just the only thing I want to make sure that you are aware of are the red flags.
You want to know what's so strange? I remember reacting to a video. There was a young black woman. I believe she was on a podcast called 8 at the Table. And I remember her specifically saying, love bombing is a red flag. Now, this just goes to show you modern women ain't using this enough. I want to just follow me. On this show, this woman said that a man buying her a spa package because they had such a good time on the date, she thought that was love bombing, right? That she saw that as a red flag, which is bullshit, right? This man said, I love you after 2 days, was in a full-time relationship with you within less than a week. That's love bombing. And she fell for it hook and sinker. With a man from the DR, who you know is less off than you. So he has every incentive of the world to woo you like this so that way he can get what he want out of you. And now the red flag went off. But we got women in America who say that buying you a spa package, that's considered love bombing.
You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. Y'all heard it.
I'm telling you, bro, these women do it to themselves more than they want to believe or admit. On to the next clip. I'm like, this next woman, man, she gonna bring it home. Check this out.
Yo, so let me tell y'all just a little bit about Sankey Pankies and like the whole scheme. Like, it's a whole nother world. So basically what it is, it's Dominican, I'm gonna say men, okay? It can happen to men and women, but we're gonna use men, okay? Just for the sake of telling a story and for you to get the gist of like why my story is important and why, me and my friends, that I've made through, having a Dominican husband are rare, okay? So Dominican Sankeys, it is a man. Usually they look very, buff. They're in the gym, all about appearance, which Dominicans are anyway. But these men, cater to usually older women. I'm being very general, so don't come for me in the comments, okay, guys? Very general, all right? Usually older women, all right? And they are looking for money. They want to marry these women for a green card for their ticket out of Dominican Republic, okay? If you've never been to Dominican Republic, I will do another video and I will tell you just about Dominican Republic outside of the resorts, all right? And I'll talk to you about my experience when I first went back to Dominican Republic, not on a resort, okay? Just a little snippet. There was no running water for the toilets.
That sucks for you.
I'll tell you about that later. But so these Dominican Sankeys, they're big on their appearance. They, woo these women and you're so beautiful and mi amor. They usually speak pretty good English, where they can communicate, or they speak some other language, outside of Spanish, and they woo these women, on these, 2-week holidays, and these women fall in love, and then these women go home. These Dominican men continue to talk with him, usually through WhatsApp because it's free, or Facebook Messenger or something like that. Video calls, you're good morning, I love you, you're so beautiful. And then suddenly things start happening. So, oh, my mom is sick, or oh, my moto is broken down, oh, my phone is broken. So they get money or they get gifts. These women come back to Dominican Republic and shower them with iPads. I mean, you guys have seen this on 90 Day Fiance. I mean, like we've all seen it. For instance, like look at Usman and Kimbali. You know, that's what she did. That if he was Dominican, it's a sanky panky. Okay, so they come back and then they marry these women, but they usually, this is the thing, this is a sanky panky. Okay. They usually have another woman or a wife. Okay.
That's right.
So in Dominican Republic, you can, you get married legally, or you can just say, this is my wife because you've been together, or you have a kid together, or this is who you choose to be with. So usually with the Dominican Sankeys, the family is in on it because they're receiving the money, the gifts, and this is their ticket out as well. All right. I'm going to do another part for this one.
And shout out the Solo Traveler ORD. That's who these clips came from. Make sure y'all subscribe to that brother's channel. This is very interesting. You know what? And this just goes to show you that if y'all are gonna try to do what Passport Bros do, y'all might want to be a little bit informative and pass these kind of notes around to each other, because we Passport Bros, we have these kind of discussions all the time. All the time. What she's describing, women have done that to men as well. And we've definitely put men on alert for that. I'm like, the moment these women start asking for something, cut them off. That already lets you know what their intentions are. Now, if you're dealing with the woman and you're vetting her and she doesn't ask you for anything, those are the women that you want to take seriously. Those are the women that you actually want to go out of your way and spend a little coin on. You know what I mean? And trust me, man, those women definitely appreciate it. Y'all let me know what y'all thought about this, man. If you're new to the platform, please subscribe. OGs, I appreciate the love and support. Make sure y'all hitting that bell notification. That way y'all know when I'm uploading. Hit the like button because it helps with the algorithm and it helps me reach a broader audience. Also, look out for the travel vlog channel, Unplugged Traveler. Link is in the description, as well as my latest mixtape, Lost Music Volume 2. And if you want to purchase any of the merch, check out the spreadshot.com link. It is in the description. Until the next video, y'all. Deuces.